Hi. Thanks everybody for stopping in. Anybody got anything to say? Look, I got my magnifying glass. Hopefully I can see. Oh no.
How y'all doing?
Hey, how are you? I gotta try to figure out, see if I can see your name. Real Don J. Carissa. Hi. Sonic Hedgehog. Hi. Philippines. Uh, Carissa again. Good. I wish. Look, I'd have to be toting energy. I mean, my oxygen tanks around and my walker, and so right now I gotta stay where I am. I gotta stay put. Thanks for the subs. Thank you. Oh, I'm still having a hard time singing. Uh, can you all see this? Uh, my magnifying glass. I think I can see a little bit with this. I'm still working on it. So did everybody have a good weekend? The other day when I was somebody said they had broke their leg, and if you're listening, hurry up and get better. We want you back. I don't know what happened. I'm using this phone for my live thing, and I have my iPhone so I can hear music. Because if I put my iPhone on live, it'll just take over everything. So I'm trying to work it out so I didn't do too much over the 4th. I just basically stayed home and I did some more shorts and did a couple of birthday things, and that was about it. So who's with me now, say hello. So I know you're still with me. Nobody wants to talk. So it leaves it all up to me. Everybody's gone but one person. Who's here? Who decided to stick with me? Okay, I got 2 people. Who stuck with me? Okay. Say hi. Who I got with me? Oh, I'm terrible at this. Especially when the names are all run together. I'm like, can I do this? I'm trying to see who's here. Hold on. Arcaster? Hedgehog, you in the Philippines? I've never been to the Philippines. I heard it's nice though. I'm just sitting here watching the cars go by. Trucks, buses. Hello, everybody. Stop in and say hi. I would love to talk to you. Say hi. 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 Stop in and say hi. Everybody know I like to sit outside. That way I can breathe pretty good. Hi. Who's still on the line? Say hi. Hi. I hope you stay with us. You all can't hear my music. Because it was hard just sitting here and waiting on somebody to stop in and say hi. So I finally figured out a way that I can get some music. So at least when I'm sitting up here like this, I can have some music so I can at least bob my head. Hi, say hi. I can't get anybody to talk to me today. Hi. Gotta have some kind of interaction. Hi, I got three people. Somebody say hi. Tap the screen 2 times and give me a like. How's that? I don't know what's happening with this. Now I'm going crazy with the phone. See if I pin the message. I'm trying to see if I pin a message, where can I see it again? Hi, who's with me? I don't want them here. Hi. What's a question and Aaron has an instrument I wasn't going to learn to play? Hmm. Hi, Hedgehog. Is that you? I'm having a hard time keeping up with who's here because people are in and out, and I don't know if it's the people that I've talked to or the people I haven't talked to. I don't know. But if you're here, tap the screen 2 times, give me a like at least. So, hi. Say hi. The people who subbed, I want to thank you very much. Because I need as many subscribers and likes as I can get. Maybe that'll help me be successful. Hello, everybody. If you don't stop in the chat, at least tap the screen 2 times, give me a like. I would rather talk. I hope everybody's okay and you enjoyed the 4th of July. You had a good time, because that's what it's all about, having a good time and enjoying yourself. Hi. Stop in and say hi or tap the screen 2 times and give me a like. I appreciate both of you. Hi.
Hello, mother. How you doing out
Hello.
there?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, I got a clinical appointment to go to. Where I need to go with? Yeah, I'll be fine. See my crop. Hey, doctor, you know what time it is. How you doing, sweetheart? Keep her company. You know, that's a beautiful lady there. Okay? God bless you.
Hi. Hi. Nobody want to talk to me. Just thank you, thank you. hi. Who's still there? Say hi so I'll know. Oh well. How are you? Hi. Said hi. You can talk to me. Let me see who is this now. Oh, my eyes are really bad. Uh, Lezuku? Lezuku? How are you? Ezuku and Kachan. My phone keeps going out. So I use this phone to do my live stream so I could have some music while I'm just sitting up here doing nothing. And but it keeps going off and I gotta go back and start all over again. So I don't know what's happening. Who's with me? Hi, everybody. Stop in and chat or tap the screen 2 times and give me a like. Either one will help me immensely. 3, 4. Hi. Is it just me or nobody saying anything? You all gotta help me learn this stuff now. I'm counting on you. Anybody got any special kind of music they like to listen to or anything? Or just say hi to Grandma. Hi. Stop in and say hi or tap the screen 2 times. That's what somebody told me. Now, how true that is, I don't know. But they say if you tap the screen 2 times, it'll give me a like. So, 2 times. Anybody like to dance? Swim? Ride bikes? I've been trying to get somebody to talk to me for 35 minutes now. Hi. You got me all to yourself. Hi. Duke and Khan, you say you can talk to me. Talk to me. Hi, stop in and say hi or tap the screen 2 times and give me a like. Either one is okay with me. I prefer you talking to me there. If a 20-year-old were to hop on this line, what advice would you give her? Okay, Anthony. Uh, the advice I would give her would be to stay. I don't know what. Can't give advice on something I don't know about. I appreciate you stopping in though and talking, and then maybe we can work something out. But meanwhile, I'm happy you stopped in. I get confused with these names, and plus it's hard for me to read them. Uh, Cars, Carson, Carson. Hi, Carson. Hi, Sonic. My younger self. Well, when I was younger, basically all I was trying to do was learn how to live, how to get jobs and work and get an apartment, and then I had kids, and so I never really asked for too much advice. I just went on my own. I went on how I felt because I felt like how I felt for me was better than what anybody else knew, because they didn't go know about my circumstances or how I felt about anything. So I had to just go on how I felt about everything. And you have to trust yourself. You might not want to be around certain people, and that's what you have to do, not be around certain people. And sometimes you have to just be by yourself, because there's nobody who really thinks like you or feels like you. So I try not to let anybody influence me. So, do your thing. If it's what you want and what you think is right, it probably is. That's the best I can. Well, when I was young, I learned how not to listen to the boys. because all the boys were trying to do is, so they would tell you anything. So it's like, okay, and I'm happy I knew that. So, and I didn't want to have any kids before I was 21 at least. So I succeeded in that. Oh, thank you. And right now, I'd have to be on a job that I felt confident with, and that, I made enough money to take care of me and a kid before I had one, because it can be very stressful to have people, you looking out for people, but you can't, you struggling trying to provide for them. So right now, I'm good because I have nobody to worry about but me. As my oldest son, he's 60. I have a daughter that's 58. And I have a younger son who is 55. So now all my kids are senior citizens, so I don't have to worry about them, because I tried to implant certain stuff in them when they were younger, when I could. And so now the only thing I have to worry about is me. That's why I started doing YouTube, because I don't have to worry about really any money, because I can take care of myself, and I can go out and have fun. Did I have any regrets? No, I have no regrets. Like I said, I lived life my way, the way I felt like I wanted to live. And when I was younger, I was home, I was taking care of my kids, I was working, and everything was fine. And I used to go out, I used to roller skate like 3 times a week after my kids got a certain age. But I never gave up. Let's put it like this, I never gave up on me. I continued to do stuff that I like to do, which was roller skate and dance and bowl. And so I did all that stuff, plus I took care of my kids. So but don't give up on yourself, because you are the most important. Keep yourself happy, and that way you can make other people around you happy. Well, you can't make nobody happy. They got to be happy on their own, but at least they'll feel better when they're around you if you happy. No, I'll be 82 in November. Like I said, I always spend time on me. It's when you're trying to take care of other people, it's really hard. That's why you have to kind of have yourself over to the side a little bit and have a little side Loretta. Okay. Well, Loretta likes this and Loretta likes that because it's not always about other people. You gotta take care of what you want too. It keeps going off, but like I say, I gotta use this one because I gotta have my music so I can have something to keep me company. So, what do you like to do? Anybody like me like to roller skate or shoot pool, bowl? Thanks for the compliment, Anthony. Stay busy, keep moving. That's what I always say. Okay, you still trying to figure out what you want to do? You got any hobbies or any interests? Okay, what kind of work do you do? Is your work satisfying? Oh, you a butcher? Okay. That I think that's a pretty good profession. I think. You mean cutting up the cows and the pigs and stuff like that, right? No. Okay. I want to say what kind of butcher? That's the only butcher that I know. Yeah, okay. Okay, I was like, okay. Now that's the only butchers I know. I know I used to know a butcher, and you gotta be good with them knives. Chicken, okay. Okay. Yeah, cutting up chicken is an art. You have any hobbies? Don't just, I don't know how old you are or anything, but don't just cut up chicken and then go home and sit on the couch and do nothing. We got to, kids, well, people nowadays are to the point where they just go out, go to work, and come back home. They got to get out and, get around other people and have fun. Oh, you into my profession now. Yeah, I started doing videos. It's been a while, and for a while I was trying to make a little money at it, because I was doing weddings and parties and different stuff like that. But then after I got to the point where I couldn't breathe and couldn't work, I have a walker and oxygen. So then when I got to the point where I couldn't run around and, as they said, jump over chairs to get shots and stuff. So now, and I still wanted to do it. So I'm like, maybe I can be a YouTube creator. So everything now, basically, I do. Every once in a while, I'll stand up and move around a little bit and do a little dance or something. But then when I get finished, I have to say, I got to go back and sit back down and get my oxygen. But that's what I do now. And if you like video, I mean, it's something probably that will never leave you. Because I kept telling myself, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to do this anymore. But every time I said that, I was looking for something that I could video. Oh, okay. Let me see. I'm sorry. I'm looking for my book and my pen because I was going to write your, let me see. Okay, Anthony and Walazi. You say you'll be 22 in September? I'm going to try to write this down and I'm going to try to send you a birthday. I've been trying to do little birthday videos. So, I'm going to put this down in September. I want to make sure I'm doing this, get the name right. Anthony. Be patient with me, okay? Anthony, Anthony. Anthony, big N, W, A, L, O, Z, I, E. I'm going to say this back and you shout back at me if it's right or wrong, okay? Okay, I got Anthony, capital N, Walozie. Is that right? Okay, see, work takes all my time, so I don't really have time on my hands for hobbies. Okay, don't do that. Don't wear yourself out like that. Go to the salon. Hello, Vanessa. Okay. And let me see, when did you say it was? 22 and... No, I lost it. Okay, 22 in September. Okay. Okay, I got that. September 4th. Okay, got you. think I got that now. So I've been trying to do that because a lot of people like the uh, the birthdays and stuff like that, And this way, everybody know. if I put it if I put it up on my page, you've seen some of my videos. If you get a chance, look at some of them and you'll see some of the stuff I did for birthdays, and everybody seemed to like them. So that's a little thing I've been doing, and it helped me get views too. So okay, do that. You'll probably that way you'll know what to expect in September. I keep getting cut off. Hi, who's on the phone now? Mute. No, phone. Who's on the line now? Who's on the hook now? Hello. Don't work so much. I worked so hard when I was younger. I worked too hard to even get sick. But it helped me now, though, I guess, because I was always active. And one thing I did that really kind of almost wore me out was my daughter. I was helping her because she decided she wanted to sell birds. So me, anything I did, I wanted to be able to do it good. So I started helping her with the birds. And this was when I was about roughly maybe about 50-ish. And all day long, I was up and down the steps. I got to feed the birds. And the birds thought I was their mama. Okay. So, you know, they would fly and get on my shoulder. And I even had a macaw. I took roller skating one time. And I scared the hell out of everybody because they thought the bird was going to fly off my shoulder and fly and get them. But it was fun. It was a good experience. That way I knew the bird wasn't going to fly off and leave me. So I used to like to do that. And for a minute I worked in my kid's father owned a barbecue place. And I used to work there. And I used to work hard. But then I would take me a little time off and I would go roller skating and come back and be ready to go again. But I liked the birds. But it was a lot of work. Especially when you hatching them out of eggs, and then when they come out you have an eye dropper and feed them and stuff like that. So it was something different. But find you something else to do. Don't let work wear you out. I mean, oh yeah, look, being a YouTuber, that's my dream too. Yeah. That's why I'm on here now, because I'm trying to work on getting my 4,000 hours. I got a lot of views, 1.25 million, almost 1.5 million views now. And I got 33,000 800 likes. So all I'm working basically, and I got mm, pretty close to 4,000 subscribers. But you just have to be consistent. I mean, I was okay every one day. Some days I do 4 or 5, but I basically been doing shorts because I don't really get out too much now, so I can't really do too much long form stuff because I don't have much long form stuff to do. And so basically, I've been doing a lot of shorts, and I do a lot of lip syncing. I do stuff that I can do. I stay in my lane. So, and it's working out for me okay. So, but if you want to be a YouTuber, hey, go for it. I mean, the time to start is now. You wait and wait and wait and wait, but the time to do it is now. Get you some interesting videos, and like I said, the long form videos are the best, I think. But don't make it too long because you want a person to look at the whole thing. So, let me see. Okay. Okay, well, I mean, do whatever you good at. That's that's what I'm saying. That way you can do it longer. You don't want to start doing something and you be like, I don't want to go here. I don't feel like going today, because that can get to you. You know, give you health problems and anything else. But whatever you do, make sure it's something you can tolerate, because you're gonna have to do it for a long time because you're probably young. You know, so you're gonna have to be able to tolerate it for a while. So, get something you're fairly happy doing. You see a self-document. Yeah. Okay, you could be doing a self-documentary though. Okay, yeah. Just doing it, yeah, like I said, just doing it half-minute segments. I mean, half hour. I'm sorry, say half a minute. Shoot, by the time you turn the camera on, the half minute be all half hour. You know, hey, if you do a half hour, it's like, oh, okay. Then a person will look at it and they'll look at the whole thing. But if you do it, say, an hour and a half, it'll be too long and drawn out. But if you're going to do the documentary, excuse me. But if you're going to do that, do half hour segments and make it interesting so the person will look at it from beginning to the end. And then just hey, you can keep going with that as long as you're living. That's something you can keep up with, and you ain't got, like with me, a lot of times people think they don't want me to video them, so I just got to the point where I'm like, oh, okay, I can direct me better, film me better, and do everything better. So basically everything on my channel is me. I mean, I might put on a fake beard, have a fake beard filter, but most of the time, whoever it is me. And then that way you can control the circumstances. You ain't got to be worried about, well, if somebody else want to come and help you. Look, be self-sufficient. That's what I say. Be self-sufficient. Just do it all. Be the director, the producer, the actor, the camera person, and then that way you won't have to depend on nobody else, and you won't have to worry about nobody letting you down, because it'll be you, and you ain't gonna let you down. But if you want to be a YouTuber, go for it. Just be consistent. You know, if you start out, if you do one video, and if you do one a week, you know. So you got 52 volumes of Anthony. Yeah, you got 52 weeks of Anthony. Anthony's World. There you go. So she told me what to name it. Name it Anthony's World. And make it exciting. Find you something to do in Anthony's World. I'm gonna go crazy with this phone. It keeps cutting off ads and cleaning and stuff like that. But I got my other phone, I got my music on it, and if so, let me see, you will, okay, do that, babe. Hi, who do I have with me now?
Boss approaching.
Okay, I got you, mama. Okay, there you go. You got your name for it. And you gonna start, get your thoughts together as to how you want it to go, and start tomorrow. No, you give yourself a couple of days to think about it and what you want to do. Then, yeah, Thursday, I'll be back here Thursday. So Thursday, come back and let me know you started it. You know, because the thing is it's as long as you're giving self something positive and positive energy and whatever, At one time, people say, don't think so highly of yourself. Think highly of yourself. You're the greatest. Be the greatest. You know. I got this song, I'm living my best life. My best life. Okay, yeah, there you go. And once you jump in, don't stop. Don't look back. Just keep looking forward. Yeah, I remember you, Duck Song. Hi. I'm glad you stopped in. I see you've been looking at my videos. And I hope you like them. Oh, thank you. And I'm glad you here on my live. Believe me. Which is the duck song dash grapes. Let me write that, make sure that way I know I'll remember ya. It's little letters, little letters, little. Right now, I'm doing Wii bowling. My league is out for the summer, and I won't be back to real bowling until August the 28th. Then I'll be going back to real bowling, which I like. And but meanwhile, I'm still trying to keep it up with the Wii bowling. Or did I tell you my team came in second place? So we were in second place last year. So now this year we either got to be first place or no lower than second. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Yeah, I hope so. I kept saying I ain't bowling that great, but hey, we came in second, so I guess I was doing okay. Yeah, that would be nice. Uh, my team, I think when I was this year, I'm with the Golden Girls. I'm a Golden Girl. Hey, and when I first started, the name of the group I was with was the Owls, and we did come in first place, and then we came in second place, and then it was like, eh. So you know how it is when everybody after you. So everybody, you good, everybody else try to be good. So that's basically what it's all about. Yeah, yeah. I got my little shirt with the Golden Girls on the front, and so it's fun to get old lady something to do. Okay, Anthony. So you'll be back Thursday. Okay, I'm gonna try to be out Thursday, maybe about 1ish. So if you get a chance, stop in and see me. Oh, thank you. That's why, look, somebody liked my sunglasses, so that's why every time I come out here, I try to have some sunglasses on. I usually try to find some that kind of match my outfit a little bit, so. And usually when I don't have them on, and I know I might come out, I usually have them up like this on top of my head. And then when I need them, which is now, because the sun is starting to bother my eyes, then I can kind of pull them down and put them on. There you go. Okay, Anthony, see you Thursday. Grace. Hold on. Let me make sure. Grace errant. Hi, Grace. Thank you for the love. I'll wear some for you Thursday. I'm trying to read this off the screen. Okay, is this the duck song? Once again. Okay, dash. Grapes. Look, that. Thank you, thank you. Being 81 or 82 is nothing you lie about. You say, look, being 80 is in your 80s is nothing you lie about. I got friends, we started out the same age. You hear me? I said we started out the same age. Now they're younger than me, but I'll never do that. I've never. I've always been truthful about my age. So look, I've lived too long to start lying about it now. But I thank you for the compliment, and I'm glad that I'm looking good. So I don't know. It might be the food I eat, and I exercise like 3 times a week. Before I used to roller skate. I mean hard roller skating. And I used to do that like 3 times a week, and then I would dance. And so I think it's the activity and the food. Like I've always eaten a lot of vegetables and stuff like that. I love meat. I used to eat meat more, but like now, I eat a lot of watermelon and grapes and bananas and oranges, and I love broccoli. I like collard greens. I like black-eyed peas. So I think it's a lot eating the way I eat. Oh, and don't let me forget about sleep, because most people are like, ugh. I most of the time I go to bed at 7ish, and I might not wake up till 6 or 7ish. So for 12 hours a day, I don't be bothered with nobody. I don't hear nobody's problems. I don't hear nothing. I just check out. So like I say, I usually sleep. I go to bed at 7. Most of the time, I don't wake back up until 6:30 or 7. It helps. I like potato chips and hot, make sure it's hot salsa. Yeah, I used to love roller skating. Nothing like flying around the floor and Oh, thank you. They love. I think I got that right. They love. Thank you, babe. Oh, well, 9 p.m. Where are you? Let me see. Who is this? Duck Song. Where are you? That is 9 o'clock. Thanks for the subscription, love. They love. Thank you. Oh, you're in the Middle East. Uh, the Middle East is big. Where in the Middle East? I think I sent a shout out to the United Kingdom for looking at my videos. This was maybe about eh, a little bit over a year ago. Because when they tell you the percentage of the different countries that's looking at your videos, and I noticed that in the Middle East they had, I'll say 10%. So I sent them a shout out saying thank you. Thank you, Duck Song. They love, you're welcome. Oh, Saudi Arabia. Oh, okay. Okay, love you in California. I lived in California for a minute when I was younger. I think I was 18ish. And I lived in San Francisco for a couple of years. Do you have any interest? If not, I would love to. If so, I would love to hear. Oh, I got plenty of interesting stories about my birds and when the bird got out and I'm standing out in the middle of the street hollering, Larry! I had a bird, his name was Larry Bird. And I used to take my birds outside. And he was on my shoulder. And somebody made a loud noise next door. And he took off and flew and got up in a big tree. And I was standing in the middle of the street calling, Larry, Larry, Larry. And people driving by looking at me like I'm crazy. So the man that lived across the street, he said, oh, that bird's gone. You're not going to get that bird back. So he said, if you get him back, I'll give you $5. So I went behind our house and I was standing back there and I was calling, Larry, Larry. So finally Larry flew over the house and came and landed on my shoulder. And so me and Larry went across the street to collect my $5. Yeah, because I raised the birds, right? I they came out of shells, and I had eyedroppers, and I used to make up this bird formula food, and feed them like I was a mama. So they wasn't gonna fly away from me. He got scared, but he wasn't scared of me. So he came back, and I thought that was pretty cool. And uh, we had the birds there. We had all kind of animals. We had a cat. We had a dog. We had a lizard. We had a snake. I think that was about it, though. Okay, yeah. But we had all kind of animals. Now I don't have any. Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, most people don't realize when stuff is loud and it's stuff, everything is fine. You worry when stuff get quiet. When the birds don't chirp, hey, something's going on. When the lions don't roar, oh, something's going on. They listening, trying to figure out what's happening. And if they start going that way, the best thing to do is go that way with them. Because they sense stuff that we don't. And I didn't have the birds in the yard, but we had the birds in the house. And we had some parakeet cages, because my daughter used to sell birds, and I was helping her. And we had cages with parakeets and stuff in it. But we couldn't take one parakeet and put him in here with these other 5. Because if we put the one parakeet in the cage with the 5, they would attack it. So, like I said, they used to be all day long, yeah. And like I said, when something's going on, they get quiet. I guess I just won't have no music next time. Just keep cutting off on me. Okay, you used to have neighbors. Okay, now you used to have 2 birds. Okay, you said it was Corona time. I used to have 2 birds when I was when I was about 6. And talk to them because it was Corona time and had nothing better to do. You wouldn't drink, when you say Corona, isn't Corona a beer? And you wasn't drinking no Corona at 6, right? Well, you shouldn't have been anyway. Neck bone. That's a guy passing by. He lives here where I live. Because I live in a supportive living building. Oh, okay. Look, thanks for clearing that up for me. Because let me say, did you see? Now, I know COVID messed me up. Well, COVID didn't, the mask messed me up. Because I couldn't breathe through the mask. And I went over to my son's house. This was in December of 2020. And I have been struggling trying to wear the mask all year. And December, I went over to my son's house and I was walking. And all of a sudden, I was like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. And I ended up with 2 blood clots on my lungs. And it gave me congestive heart failure. And so I tried to tell the doctors and stuff that the mask did it, but they said, oh, no, the mask didn't do it. But I'm looking at the fact that, okay, if COVID can't get through the mask, oxygen can't get through the mask either. So whenever I had the mask off, because you had to wear the mask whenever you went out, so whenever I had the mask on, I'm just breathing out carbon dioxide, and then I'm breathing the carbon dioxide back in. And that's what gave me the blood clots. And that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Yeah, they were. You couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe in them. I'm telling you, it messed me up because you're breathing carbon dioxide out. And then when you breathing back in, you breathing back in the carbon dioxide that's in the mask. I'm still on the recovery tip. I'm doing better. At first I had to have oxygen 24 hours a day. Now, if I'm just basically sitting down and not really doing anything, I'm fine. But if I get up and start moving around fast, and when I go outside and walk, I definitely have to have it. And like now, that's why I like sitting out here on the patio, because the oxygen is moving and moving, and I can breathe without the oxygen. But believe me, I got it right here. It's right here on my left-hand side, which is my best side. Yeah, I was in bad shape. Yeah, and they want to talk crazy. They want people to wear 2 masks. I'm like, well, damn. If I couldn't breathe in one, I might as well just call it quits, because I know I'm not going to be able to breathe in 2. So now, if anything happened, I just have to take my chances, because I'm not going to wear a mask again. I know the dangers of a mask, so I'm not going to be wearing them again. If I can't come in your store without a mask, hey, I'm so sorry, I can't spend my money here. Hey, y'all, you still here? Say hi. Yeah. Look, all you got to do is stand up straight, put your chest back, and that's what you got to do. Confidence. That's when you get around new people, hey, all you got to do is walk around with some confidence, saying, hey, I'm supposed to be here. I got to make it here. So, but I can imagine, I know it's hard. You got to get used to all the personalities and stuff like that. That's like when I moved into a building and I didn't know anybody or anything like that. So I just had to hold my head up and, hey, this is it, y'all. Hey, and the people that you around, or the people that if their values and their attitudes are different than yours, hey, ain't nothing wrong with not being around them. Hey, and it's definitely nothing wrong with, hey, go walk in the halls on your own. That's what you gotta do, babe. Okay, that's good. Right. You don't need that many. A few, a few good friends is all you need. You don't need the whole schooler like you. You know, and like I said, hopefully the people who are your friends, hopefully they good people. You know. Okay, this song I thought you was a guy. You a girl. uh, it was weird because you came from an all girls school and this school is mixed. Okay. Yeah, that would be different. Yeah. So do you like it better mixed or you like it better with all girls? Okay. Yeah, I can understand that. But then it might help too, because this way you get a chance to see how the boys act and the personalities and the whatever. So I don't know how old are you? Well, you can still just hang out with the girls. You ain't gotta hang out with the boys. I know next time to use my other phone. I just won't have to have any music, but at least it won't be cutting out on me. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to remember when I was 14. Ah. Oh, that was what, 70 years ago? Close to 70 years ago? Yeah. Yeah, 'cause you all had something to talk about. Yeah. Being one big group. Yeah. Yeah, when I was seeing your name, I was like, oh, okay. So I'm glad to realize, I'm glad I learned out that you a girl, not a guy. And hopefully your friends ain't the bad girls, okay? Okay. That when you say crazy, does that mean you all talked and laughed? And because sometimes people think when you talk and laugh and have fun and whatever, you know, they I want to say they hate on you. I don't care if it's teachers or I even had a principal hate on my grandson. You know, tried to intimidate him. You know, so haters come in male, female, young, old, or whatever. And as long as y'all crazy and this was just laughing and talking and having a good time, it's nothing wrong with that. And that's the name of it's a song called the Duck Song. Let me see. I'm gonna try to see if I can find it. Check it out. It said the. I'm gonna try to see if I can find the Duck Song and listen to it. So that way, next time when I talk to you, I'll know. I'll be and learn something else. Okay. Let me see. So, Duck Song, when is your birthday? I've been doing like birthday things. And so, when is your birthday? What month is your birthday now? Oh, okay. So that wasn't too long. Maybe I can do a belated one. Maybe that, yeah, because June 6th was just about a month ago. So I'll try to see if I can do a belated birthday. How's that? Oh, you're welcome. It's going to be belated, but I'm going to see if I can hang with it. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like them. Did you see the one I did with Humpty Dumpty? Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, and I put it to a song called "Believer," and it's you probably like that one. Okay. I've been trying to think of different ideas to come up with, especially since I'm the only person basically on my channel. So sometimes, like I say, I wear wigs. I'll put me a wig on, and the guy is always me. I use the filters to put a beard on and stuff. And so I just try to, and I did the Humpty Dumpty thing, and I just try to do stuff to make myself look different. Oh, thank you. I be always trying to come up with something. And the Rapper's Delight, That was, I think, one of the first rap songs that came out, because it came out when I was young. So, but I think that was one of the first rap songs that came out.
Boy, you ain't no good, man. Damn. I know, right? You know why? Why? I was good year. I know. Good year as well.
Yeah, I did it because it said something about pain, and I figured if Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall, Humpty Dumpty would have pain. Hi, come on in. So you all listen to songs like that in Saudi Arabia too? I mean, you all have basically American music, or hold on, you say you're not from Saudi Arabia? You just live here. I don't understand. So you're not in Saudi Arabia. You just live here. You just live in Saudi Arabia. You wasn't born there. Okay. So you were born in the States. You lived in, you were, wait a minute, hold on, let me see. You were born, you just live in Saudi Arabia. You wasn't born there. You were born somewhere else. So you're living in Saudi Arabia because of your parents, and that's where they live, or that's where they went to? Okay. No, thank you. I got it right. So how old were you when you went to Saudi Arabia? Okay. So where's your home country? You've been living in Saudi since you were born, and you visit your home country every year. So what is your home country? Oh, okay. So you live in India. Okay.
Go take care of the chief.
Okay.
Now, go take care of the chief. I see you next month. What goes up and never comes down? Look fucking hell.
So which one you like? You like better? You like India better, or you like Saudi Arabia better?
Yeah, yeah. Lord have mercy.
I got like 7 more minutes, and then I'm gonna get off until Thursday. I think Thursday, yeah. I'm trying to get my schedule together as to what days I can do it and make sure I can do it. And so this Monday seems to be okay. So then I think I'll do it again maybe Thursday. I don't want nobody to get tired of me. Oh, you said so many bugs. I don't know. It seemed like when I was younger, I don't see none of the bugs that I used to see. When I was younger, we used to have I haven't seen. I don't even know what a lightning bug look like anymore. And it used to be a lot more bumblebees, and it seemed like stuff like that is becoming extinct or something. Okay. I've never had. Well, I haven't had any Indian or no food from the Middle East. Let's see, I don't know. No, I don't think I've had any Indian food. Uh, no, I haven't. Okay, what would you suggest? Birthani, naan, curry. Okay.
I did eat the rainbow before I got laid. That's the prize, Rick. That's just the rainbow.
I think you can. They curry just about anything, right? And you have curry chicken, curry beef. What is What is biryani? Oh, okay. So it's like chicken or beef or mutton. Mutton is goat. It's mud and goat. Uh, okay. I never had goat. Okay. And then it's served with rice, like over rice, like a, well, it wouldn't be a stir fry, but maybe it's in gravy. Okay. Okay.
Alright, my brother. Yeah.
Okay. So it's like a seasoned rice, and then it has the biryani over it with like a gravy or whatever. So what are some of the things in Saudi? Okay, Duck Song. I'm gonna get off the phone. I'm not on the phone. Yes, I am on the phone. But anyway, I'm gonna get off, and I'm gonna go. And what time is it? I don't even know what time it is. But anyway, like it's. I don't think anybody will sit up and look at this 2 hours straight. So I've been trying to make them shorter, so a person can look at it and see it and won't have to go look at the whole thing. Okay, you have lots of desserts. Look, that makes it sweet. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye bye.